Hello, I hope everyone is doing well and staying healthy and safe. I finally got a hold of the Tarot Noir. I had really liked the way the major arcana was drawn, and it just felt like it was almost like the Deviant Moon Tarot, which I do like. Some people don't like it. I like it a lot. It's very artsy, but this has its own feeling. And so, went online, found a place that had it, and it was in France. I ordered it from France. We speak a little bit of French. It was enough to check out, and that was about it. Did I have to use Google Translate once? I did. So it comes in this lovely box. It's all in French. There's the ISBN. It retails for 20 and 90 euro. And it is not magnetic. The box is pretty much black. But it comes with a nice booklet, full color, glossy. Beautiful presentation of like the major arcana. See, there's the moon. And then just for the minor arcana, it's just pictures. So it's basically, essentially, a Marseille deck. And yeah, so this is copyright 2019. I really don't know if Umoc de Guy Tredaniel. That's where I bought it from, Guy Tredaniel. I guess they make it themselves. It came from Paris, 19 Rue Saint-Séverin in Paris. So Justine Ternel, and Matthieu Hackiere. Terre Noir, Imaginaire, Médiéval, Populaire. I think I did that justice. Who knows? So it comes with this really nice booklet. It's in a matte finish. It really, I mean, it's all in French, so it only tells you about the major arcana. And then it tells you about the suits, the kings, the queens, just a little blurb about each one, the cavaliers and the valets. It also came with a lovely satin, I'd say it's polyester. Oops. You know, El Cheapy bag they throw in, but I do like how the colors, it really lends itself well, I think. Maybe if it was a little bit brighter. It's kind of a dull beige color. So the cards themselves are kind of big, and they are gilded. I don't think there's the edges. I don't know if it's true gold. And of course the back is reversible. They are rather glossy, so you can reverse that, but they're glossy. And the order they were in was Major Arcana, and then it was all the kings, queens, cavaliers, and valets, and then it went through the suits. So I really like the muted colors. I think these are big cards. So one thing I wanted to do was pull out my measuring, and I'll do it in centimeters. So we go, this is about a little bit over 10 centimeters by 14, a little bit over 14 centimeters. The deck itself stacked is about 2.5 centimeters. So let's look at the cards. So here, I have the matte, and I love the way the period is there. It's very Marseille, but yeah, it's very stylish. So here we have, there's a little face on the end of his little knapsack. We have the dog, very stylish, looking upward. There's that beautiful gilding on the side. Cardstock is pretty decent. It's not, I think it's fairly average. Here we have the Matthieu. He has almost like card games in front of him. Almost stylish extraterrestrial plants. His legs are crossed, which is different. They're very innocent. Their eyes are very kind of milky blue. That papes, which actually looks like a man. Imperatrice. Compared to the Imperatrice, he looks very thin and svelte. I love the curls in his hair. Also, the background is like an ecru. It's not white, which I like. Oh, the Hierophant. Now this I thought was actually kind of creepy. There's some like, it looks like a goat or a sheep's head with no, their teeth are exposed. I've never seen that, ever. That's just really like, ooh, kind of. Okay, so they remade The Omen, which was not very good, but there's a scene where Naomi Watts shuts the bathroom cabinet, and there is this like skull in a red robe, and like almost like a horse's skull, or like a some type of skull of a larger sort of hoofed creature, and she doesn't see it, but the audience sees it, and it's just, it makes you like, and so that's what makes me, these things make me feel like that. Oh, here's the lovers. So here we have the crowned. They're both crowned. He's kind of looking at her. She's looking at you. She's looking like, I think I might be pregnant. And then we have the disembodied angel head there. The cherubim there, floating. Here we have some stylized horses in the chariot. We have the epaulets, their eyes are closed. Isn't the art lovely? I mean, it's just, we have the stars there, we have the banner, it's just flowing, we have this beautiful, very stylish, I like it, it's very nice. And these colors, these muted greens, blues, purples, reds, yellows. She has an eye in her turban crown, as well as the scales and the sword. La Justice. I thought this was interesting for the hermit, the way his light, it sort of fades and goes dark. There, he looks like a monk. He has sort of the monk's hair, flowing robes, elderly gentleman, but no, he has a little staff there, but no star in there, it's just a flame. I like that. This is where it really reminds me of the Deviant Moon Tarot by Patrick Valenza. Yeah, Valenza. I have two of his decks. One is signed by him, it's the purple one, and then I have just the regular borderless Deviant Moon. These little creatures, like a cat creature, it's hard to know what they really are. Here we have La Force. We have this crazy lion, the woman, there. Le Pendu. Here we have he's suspended. No title. Le Monde. Also, the borders, thin, thick, this sort of black. So the arms reaching out of the soil. It looks like it's almost like a zombie with a skull mask on. Temperance. She seems like she's bugged out. Her eyes are wide open. Infinity symbol. The two urns. She's like, oof, caught. And then Le Diable. Swollen belly. It looks like a peach almost. It's very whimsical. The threads are very thin. With these little things, very thin fingers. Very Guillermo del Toro. as far as like almost like Pan's Labyrinth. The tower, very typical tower with the and the people falling but not hitting the ground. Very traditional, with especially the different colored dots. This one is different. Guess what? They kept the funny little bird, which on the Rider Waite, I just realized this today, was over here, not there. And you might hear some chimes. Actually live near a church, and there's electronic chimes that chime at 9, noon, and 3, and 6. So every day I hear that different, it's always a random song, never predictable. Except on July 4th they did My Country 'Tis of Thee, which is really, it's like, how did it know? The church is actually kind of part of the corner, the back right corner of my yard actually backs up to this Methodist church. And it's the Methodist church that has the electronic chimes. It's still going. No idea what this song is. So here we have, she's pouring in water and on land, but she has a crescent moon on her forehead. And the moon, we have a true lobster here. Stylized waves, the moon like, and the two different dogs. The towers, which actually have windows, but look very different. The Sole, the sun. Just a horseback rider, no children. Judgment. Here we have man and woman, and a zombie creature that I guess could be androgynous. Beautiful wings out of the sky. Tooting the trumpet. And then we have the world. So we have angel, eagle, lion, bull. Really done well. I think this card's really nice. But she has something in her hand. There's a wand, but then there's like a little bag of something. There's also there's an egg. Major Arcana is done. So let's go. Here's wands. Like the hand. As far as illustrators go, you know who one of my favorite illustrators is? Edward Gorey, who did the original Masterpiece Theater, sort of, on PBS, the intro. I really like Edward Gorey Hill, how sort of, what's the word? Macabre and sort of off-kilter his artwork is. And so, just like on Marseille, we have these beautiful, but kind of plain looking, which is why I'm flipping through them so quickly, because they're very predictable. Although I do love a Marseille deck, the pips do leave me bored. And then we have here's the valet, the baton. Look at that horse, completely draped. There's Cavalier, the Queen, and the King. He has the pointy one again. There, it's pointy. Tiny little hands, very little hands. And then we have swords. So this is the order in which I got them. So wands, swords, cups, coins. And again, we have a curved fleur-de-lis. Fleur-de-lis. Which makes sense if this is put out in France. Imperial France. Fleur-de-lis. Napoleon. Predictable. We have a little thing there. And the 10. Here we have the valet de pied. The cavalier. Reine de pied. And Fancy King with the flourish here on the throne. Epaulets, the eyes are open instead of being closed. And he's kind of looking off that way. Kind of that way. Here we have the Ace of Cups. This is probably one of the plainest ones I've ever seen. There is no city in there. There's the three rivers there. But nothing, it's just kind of open. It's very different. Here we have the dolphins and a root. The cups, they all pretty much, there we go. Seven, 8, 9, 10. I think there's a little rose coming out of the 10th one. Usually nothing's coming out of it. And here we have a valet. He's taking the top off his. This one's not covered. Here's the cavalier. Here it's covered, and she has sort of a wandy baton. And the older king is covered. There. Oh, I do. And then the last one is the coins or denier. Ace. Here it says Hackiere 2012-2013. Ternel. Hackiere Ternel. Which is Ternel Hackiere is the artist, authors, 2012-2013. Do we have a shield, but there's nothing on it. Eight, 9, 10. Here's the valet with 2 coins. The knight, which is a woman. Here's the queen. And then the king. Kind of looking off, he's dressed in all these colors. And that is the deck. I just think the artwork is very lovely. It's a very nice deck. Especially with all the stuff you get the bag, you get the cards, you get this nice box. And the way it came, the little pouch was in there, and then cards were there, and then cards words were there, and they had little plastic bands over them, and then the book was on top. And that makes it so there it is. So finally, the Ternel, I finally got it after, I guess it's been almost 2 years since I first found out about it and how much I liked it, and definitely wanted to get it. But I had to order it from the shop, the publisher, Ternel. So the website is www.editions-tredaniel.com. So as far as I know, it's not out of print. It was just hard to get because it seems like it's only made in France by this publisher. Anyway, there you go. Thanks for watching.